I've drawn a point. Now I'd like to make it move. I'd probably like to start over here on the left side of the screen and then move across the screen this way. Okay, so I want my X to probably be around 20, right? And then it'll increase a little bit each frame until it reaches the other side. To create the frames, we're going to want to make a draw function. So up here, I'm just going to type draw equals, and the Khan Academy editor automatically fills in the rest of the function for you. Very handy. And then I can grab all this and just kind of click and drag it right into the function. I lost a little bit of my indentation here though, so I'm going to grab this bit here and hit the tab key, and it'll all become indented. So now everything's lined up real nice. I can see where my function begins, where it ends, and what's in it. That helps kind of keep things a little more organized. Okay, now to make this actually move, we're going to introduce a new thing called a variable here. So I'm going to, outside of the draw function, very important here when making animation, I will declare a variable by typing var for variable, and then the variable name. In this case, I want to create a variable for the X position of my ball here. So I could type it X like that, but often it's better to use more descriptive variable names actually. So we're going to call it ball X. Oops, a ball X. There we go. And I could just hit a semicolon and call it a day. Everybody's happy. I have created a variable. But in this case, I want to assign a variable value in there. So instead, I will say that ball X equals 20, like so. Okay. So now I can take this value and replace it with this variable right there. I'm going to just, I can, and I prefer, instead of typing it, I actually grab that and then by double clicking on it to select it and then copy. I went Control C. You could also right click and it brings up a little menu and go copy, and then double click on this number and right click and go paste there. So that guarantees that what is here that is the same as that, in case you may have made a misspelling error or something. By copying and pasting it, it ensures it's the same. Okay, so now I have my ball X and I want it to increase every frame. Let me explain what's happening. Now that I've put this in a draw function, everything in here is repeating 60 frames per second. So I got a little movie going on here. Unfortunately, in the movie, the object is just sitting there for the moment. Okay, so in order to get it to move, I have to take the value of ball X here. I'm going to create a new line and just paste ball X and say that ball X equals ball X plus 1. And hit a semicolon, and nothing's happening until I hit the restart button, and now you see the ball moving across the screen, and it's leaving a trail because it's drawing here, and then in the next frame it's drawing here, next frame it's drawing there, draw, and creates a continuous stream across the screen, which is probably not necessarily what we want. So up here at the top of the draw function, we're going to add a background, and what that'll do is completely draw over everything with one continuous color. Then we'll draw our ball over that. So to do that, we can just type background and type the first parenthesis, and it automatically fills in the default color, which in this case is red. So maybe we want to set that to perhaps white or something else, a little lighter color, like mauve or whatever. Okay, and Again, nothing's happening until we hit the restart button. It starts at the beginning, and now no longer do we have the trails because it's erasing each frame with a clean background before it draws each new ball. Okay? So that is how to animate across the screen. You can try from everything that I've showed you next. Instead of having the ball start over here on the left and move across the screen to the right, why don't you try having it start on the right and move to the left across the screen?